Hi, I'm Bloke and this is a rifle I can't shoot yet. Yes, hello and welcome to Bloke on the Range. I've always wanted to say that Bloke thing. Anyway, right, this is a project rifle that I've just bought. This is an M95 Steyr straight pull in the original caliber of 8x50R Mannlicher. Now, this is probably the first time I'm showing you something which I can't fire, simply because I don't have the ammunition for it, because I've not found any of it being made. I'm pretty sure Privy don't load it, and if they did, they'd probably charge an arm and a leg for it. Now, so what we're going to have to do is start from the ground up, work up a load, find a bullet, get it running. Now, I'm not going to go into the history of this because, frankly, C and Arsenal have done it far better than me. Please just go and watch their video on the Steyr straight pulls. This is particularly interesting for me because it's basically a slight development of the action on the Swiss K93 cavalry carbine. So we'll be able to take a look to compare two very, very similar systems, one of which using a Mannlicher type en bloc clip, which are still in the post as of filming, and a Lee type magazine. We should be able to do some fun with both of them. Now, what are we going to do with this? First of all, I've got some fired 7.62x54R cases. These are going to have to be fire formed, so there'll probably be a bit of annealing going on. Well, these are S&B cases, and S&B tend to be a little bit on the brittle side, so what I'm probably going to do is get some Privy 7.62x54R, shoot it in a Mosin, anneal it, trim it, fire form it, size it, etc. Now, it's quite handy. There's basically two easy ways to make cartridge cases for these. You either take 8x56R, the later Austrian cartridge, or you take 7.62x54R, which usually fits in. Some of the rifles can be apparently a bit picky on them, and you might need to thin the rims and reduce their outside diameter, but this one, certainly with these S&B cases, seems to eat them fine. The next problem is that the original load is a 240 something grain bullet at about 2,000 feet per second, which for a pre-Spitzer cartridge is actually pretty chunky. It's heavy. That's a lot heavier than the majority, than 303, 30 Krag. 3003 was another massively chunky one. But yes, it's also of the era where people used setup to have the bullet engage the rifling. Now this means the bullet is undersized, it has a flat base, flat open base, and when it fires it works a bit like a poor man's hollow base, and the oomph up the backside sets it up into the rifling. Now the original bullets were 323 diameter roughly, and the bores are something like 329, 330, possibly even 331, which makes life interesting. So what we're going to have to do is slug this to measure it, and we can go into that in detail. And then, because 2,000 feet per second is cast bullet territory, we're going to go cast with it. And I've had a look in NOE in the States. They do an 8mm Mauser mold that drops at about 326. That would possibly be good if we paper patch the bands. The other option is a custom mold. There is, I believe they're called accurate molds. I could have got that wrong. They will do one-off molds to measure because they have a CNC lathe that bores them. So we're going to go through all of that, and then a bit of load development, and get it out shooting on the range. Now the intention is to make between 40 and 50 cartridge cases, and see where we go from there. So this is giving me a good excuse to go through a lot of stuff that I wanted to do anyway, like slugging and molds, and gets me back into casting, which I haven't done for about a year, 18 months. Get into that gives me an excuse, and frankly this rifle is just in beautiful condition. It looks marvellous. I'm really very pleased with it, and I can't wait to shoot it, which I can't yet, but I can play with it. They're nowhere near as smooth as a Schmidt-Rubin, but it is a lovely bit of kit, and despite its length, and as May said in the C and Arsenal episode, they just balance. They're very light for their length, and I can't wait I can't wait to shoot it. So, hope you'll enjoy this new series I'm kicking off on getting this puppy to shoot, and see you again on the range sometime. Bye!